Greetings. Welcome to the Southside Help Center show. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Please, if you have any questions about the programs we're talking about, please call us here at the station. The number is 312-738-1060. Call us here at the station. We got Shauna Mitchell over there on the phone line. Put her to work. If you have any questions, please do call us. This is a live call-in show. Also, we're on the web, so you can go to CAN TV live stream, and you can pick us up on the web. So if you got people who are not in the city and they would like to tune in, please have them to go to the web. We are on the web, so please go to CAN TV live stream, and you'll be able to pick us up there. Also, we talk about the programs that the center has to offer. Southside Help Center has been in business for 25 years. This is our 25th year anniversary. And we've been providing quality services for 25 years. That is a long time for a CBO, a community-based organization, to provide services. We're only able to do that through the people we serve. So we thank you for taking advantage of the services that we offer, and please continue to take advantage of it. We're going to talk about some of the services that you've had an opportunity to take advantage of, and we're really glad that we've been able to provide them. If you would like to know more about the services that the Southside Help Center offer, please go to our website, www.southsidehelp.org, and you can just click on and check out all of the different programs the center has to offer. The Southside Help Center show is a show that was put together so that we can highlight those programs. And over the last 13 weeks, we've been highlighting those programs. And one of the things we continuously talk about is our youth programs. We cannot push that enough, which have really been taken advantage of since the school strike has been on. So we're really glad that we've been able to assist a lot of those parents who probably wouldn't be able to go to work or probably wouldn't be able to continue to do the things that they normally do with those kids out of school. So we've had our doors open. We've had a lot of kids, so thank you, parents, for bringing them in, and hopefully we've been able to assist you by having the center open for those kids to come in and have something to do. We got to remember that for our youth, we have to keep constructive things in their lives. We have to keep providing them with quality programs. One of the things we always talk about is with programming, if all they see is basketball and football, that's all they'll know. So we have to continue to provide them with different programs like theater, like music, like dance, all of these different things. And again, the Southside Help Center has been providing programs for the last 25 years, and we will continue to do so with your help. I say again, parents, please take advantage of those programs. Go to the website, www.southsidehelp.org, and pull us up, or call the agency, 773-445-5445. Ask to speak with Mr. Marcus Flanall, and he'll be able to give you more information about those programs. Also, parents, if you've been able to take advantage of those programs, please come into the center and speak with the people providing the services. We cannot say that enough. We know the crime rate in the city of Chicago is very high. Just check out the newspapers. If you can't find it in the Sun-Times, check out the Red Eye, check out the Tribune, and you'll see that those numbers are high. So we want to continue to have some place safe for our young people to go and to provide them with some different things like theater, dance, art, all of those different programs. So please check us out at the Southside Help Center. It's just a plethora, a variety of different programs that you guys can take advantage of. Over the last few weeks, I had Mr. Lewis Spraggins on last week, and we talked about B10 and what that means, and we talked about Connect to Care, and those are programs primarily directed to people who are HIV positive, making sure that they're getting the necessary treatment and care that they need. So please, if you are HIV positive, know someone who is HIV positive, is not in treatment or care, please call Mr. Spraggins. We had him on last week. We talked about that. It's very important that we highlight each of these programs because they're vital. When you start talking about a community and how you make that community successful, because we know that in our communities there's a lot of different things that will cause us to fail. So we want to look at what those things are and what we can do to provide successful programming, and that's what B10 does. That's what the Connect to Care does, and make sure that people get the necessary treatment that they need. Again, Mr. Lewis Spraggins was here last week. He'll walk you through those programs. If you know someone who's positive and is not in treatment and care, please call Lewis 773-445-5445, or you can reach him at 773-701-4235-4232. And get Mr. Spraggins. And also, we've been talking about the Safety Counts program. Safety Counts is for people who are actively using. We know in our community what our problems are. We know that drugs are part of the problem in the African American community. We want to look at what we can do to bring the risk down of one, contracting HIV, two, crime, and so forth. So all of these different programs that we offer are vital in our community, and that's what we've been doing for 25 years. It's often we go and find out what the needs of the community is. Most of the people working at the center have been indigenous to that particular population, meaning that whatever group that they're working in, for the most part, they've been indigenous to it, meaning they come from that particular background. So a lot of times when you get people that are indigenous, oftentimes, you can be successful in programming. The one thing that we find that with the youth programs, most of the youth that are running the program were at one point a member of those programs. So it's very important that you continue to pull from those communities. And same thing dealing with substance abuse, same thing dealing with violence prevention, same thing dealing with our HIV prevention program. So again, it's very important that we have the proper people in the proper places so that we can provide the proper services. Let me not forget to pay homage to Miss Betty Smith, who is our founder, who had a vision 25 years ago, and she did not let it go. She put her feet to work, and again, from that, the Southside Help Center was born, and also our executive director, Ms. Vanessa Smith, for continuing that vision and that dream. We'd like to thank them and make sure that we do. Again, this is the Southside Help Center show. It's a live call-in show. If you have any questions about programs that we offer, please call us here at the station, 312-738, or go to the website, www.southsidehelp.org, or call us at the agency, 773-445-5445. Other programs that we provide is case management. We got different levels of case management. We got Ryan White case management. It's important when we start talking about case management, housing, and programs of that nature. We're talking about people who are HIV positive. And again, case managers are very on hand. They walk you through the process, making sure that you get whatever treatment and care that you need. So it's very important that we take advantage of those type of programs. Also, we do prevention, HIV prevention and counseling. On Sunday, First Ladies Day. Let me not be remiss to mention that First Ladies Day, the Walgreens it's the First Ladies Day. This is the 4th year, and we also our service providers for that particular program is going to be phenomenal. They have well over 30 churches that are involved, and what happens is we go all over the city of Chicago and provide free HIV testing and counseling and other services. So please take advantage of that. That's Southside Help Center, other service provider in Walgreens. That's the First Ladies Day on Sunday. Let me get this call, and we'll come back and talk about some of the other things we're offering. Caller, you on the air? Yes, you're on the air, caller.
I live out west, and I was just trying to find out if y'all had any west side centers for the kids.
Mm-hmm. Currently, we don't, but we definitely are looking into also providing additional services on the west side of Chicago. Currently, we do not. There are other agencies that we can provide referrals to that provide services. So please give us a call at the agency, 773-445-5445, and we'll make sure that we can get you whatever information you need. Currently, we're working with some other West Side organizations to provide other services like testing and counseling and also prevention as well. So currently, no youth programs on the West Side. We do have them on the South Side of Chicago, which we're located on the 104th and Halsted. Our address is 10420 South Halsted. So please, if you can get them there, bring them. We'll be there. We provide after-school programs as well. So when school is back in session, we'll still be up and running. We got a chess team. Phenomenal. It's very important that our kids become very cultured about different things. You know, we play chess, we play checkers, we play other games, but our chess team is very important. We call the name of our team is the Black Knights. So please, if you got a kid interested in playing chess, have them to come on over.
Okay.
Are we still in?
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Okay. We're having just a little bit of technical difficulties with our phone line. There we go. And also, that's just one of many programs we offer. And I say this all the time with our young people. Most of the time, we look for programs outside of the ordinary. When I say ordinary for us in African-American communities, stuff like theater, stuff like music, stuff like dance. We need to make sure that we have more of those programs available to our young people, because it's all about the exposure, and that's what makes them more real-rounded. The more things we provide them with to fill those void, then the less things they have to get into. So please take advantage of these programs. We're looking at doing plays up for the upcoming holiday season. So get your kids involved. You got a kid who think they can act, who think they can tell jokes, get them to the center. We got a lot of things going on over there for our young people. Again, drums, we got the drum line. We got the, they started out as the Bucket Boys, but they've graduated. So please, if you got kids that are interested in music and playing drums, get them to the center. Again, these programs are programs that gives our kids alternative to the streets. And I always talk about our youth programs. I always talk about our kids, because one of the things that I find We can always talk about a problem, but we need to make sure we talk about solutions. When we talk about alternative programs, we need to be able to provide them. And that's what we're trying to do, provide alternative programs. So please get those kids involved. Parents, help us to help you. Bring those kids in, meet the people who are providing services. We were talking about the First Ladies event along with Walgreens. Walgreens has been doing this event for the last 4 years, and we've been a partner with them for the last 3 years. And the First Lady event is a program where they look at over 30-some churches that they go in. They deal with the first ladies, and the first ladies deal with their husbands, of course, and they open their doors so that we can provide HIV testing and counseling, hepatitis, diabetes, blood pressure, all kind of services. And it's a phenomenal event. So please look for that event on Sunday. If your church is not involved, please look forward to getting them involved next year. What you can do is you can call me at Southside Help Center, and I'll plug you into the right people. Danielle Ashley they're actually heading up this event, and it's a phenomenal event, so look forward to that. And again, we can't do anything unless we collaborate, unless we come together as a community and provide services. We also have condom distribution program. We've been talking about that because it's such a vital resource in our community. I promise you, it is a vital resource in our community. We've been doing workshops with our young people, and we've been talking about decision making and why is that so important. One of the things we did was they had a story, and I don't know if you guys read it. There was a story where there was, I think this was in Texas, and there was a guy and a girl, and the young lady was HIV positive, and they became physical. And after that, she told him that she was HIV positive, and he lost it, and he actually stabbed her and killed her, and it was a tragic situation. And when we did a group, we talked about that. One of the things we talked about is most people want to sympathize, and they say, yes, you can sympathize, and he snapped and say, yes, that he was temporarily insane. So if you're on the defense team or the prosecution team, that's the angle you're going to come at. But when you're on the prosecution, I look at it like this. What decisions are we making before? Now, let's not talk about the decision we make at the end. Let's start at the beginning. We have to make good decisions when we start talking about HIV prevention and education, when we start talking about sex, when we start talking about procreation, when we start talking about alternative programs. We have to start at the very beginning and make good decisions. And I've said this time and time again. Even people in the profession who know what the risks are, they still make bad decisions. So we really have to start focusing on behavior. It's not who you are, but what you do that's putting you at risk. Really start focusing on the behaviors that we exhibit prior to something happening. I say this with our youth all the time, and with my kids, I kept an open line of communication, but most of the time they don't come to us until after they actually do something. And then they come to us and they talk about it and they want our advice, or either we have to provide them with the necessary guidance. So let's keep an open line of communications and start early, turning on the lights. Start early talking about condoms and why is that so important. We are a hub for the city of Chicago. We collaborate with the city of Chicago to provide condoms throughout the city or the south side of Chicago. If you're an organization, or if you, it doesn't even have to be an organization. It can be what we call non-traditional. If you have some sort of business and you're servicing people, take advantage of it. We'll provide free condoms, and you can provide them to the people. It's very important that we give them all that they need, and we do all we're supposed to do to provide programs. We can very easily say what needs to happen. Rarely do we take advantage and make it happen. And that's what I say, let's make it happen in our communities. Let's get those numbers down. We start talking about HIV prevention. Let's get those numbers when we're talking about unwanted or early pregnancies. Let's get those numbers down when we start talking about substance abuse. How do we deal with that? Well, we have to talk about it. We have to do a prevention as opposed to an intervention. Prevention happens before problems actually exist. Let's talk about it. Let's get these kids involved. And I say that because it always goes back to our youth programs. And I say that because if we start with our young people early, providing them prevention, making sure that they know the risk involved with everything, not just what the risks are, but what they can do as alternatives, I promise you, the future looks different for us. It's not until we take advantage of that. We don't always have to do an intervention. And I know you guys see the show Intervention all the time when they go in where there's a problem that already exists and it's gotten to the extreme and now you're trying to save lives. Let's try to save lives prior to that. And that's why we keep talking about the different programs that we offer. We talk about HIV prevention. We talk about violence prevention. When we talk about life skills, what does that mean? We're in the schools providing life skills. We had Felicia Simpson on a couple of weeks ago, and she talked about the programs she provides inside of the schools where we talk about prevention and education. Also, mentoring. I always ask and I plead for people to volunteer. I plead for people to support. That means this. One, with the music, when we're talking about the drum line, there's people out there who can play drums, be it a school, meaning that if you got young people that are in the band and they have to do service learning hours, well, we can provide them with service learning hours. All we do is ask them to come and help these young people to learn a little bit about music. Same thing with dance. When we look at dance and ballet, service learning hours. So if you got a school and your school provides this to their students and those students need service learning hours, well, come on in and take advantage of it. Also, theater. When we talk about theater, theater simply means, you know, putting on plays and stuff like that, being theatrics and dramatics and stuff like that. You always got those kids who are very young, they're very talented, and they continuously show that they can act, or they become comedians early on, you know. So let those kids get involved in different programs and become just different in terms of what we provide for our children, what we let them see, what the culture is. It's so important that we take advantage of these programs, because when you look up, the programs will be gone and the kids will be grown. We have to take advantage of these programs and continue to get them involved. And that's across the board with our substance abuse programs, with our HIV prevention program, with our youth program. Southside Help Center has been in business for 25 years. And the reason is because of you. So please continue to take advantage of those programs. You can reach us on the web, www.southsidehelp.org. We're located 10420 South Halsted. Our number is 773-445-5445. This is the Southside Help Center Show. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. And please, parents, community residents, take advantage of these programs. Give us a call, come into the office, and take advantage of the services that we've been able to provide. We thank you for allowing us to serve you, and please do come by the Southside Help Center. Until we see you again, we bid you peace.